Here with Kristen Jerry Jackson. Share with us a fond memory of your father, George.
How you got us started on Christmas, Jerry, you tell it.
Yeah, we grew up watching our dad play the bass for the Jackson Brothers group. He carried a lot of charisma when he played. He was very smooth with it. It almost looked like he would be dancing with the bass.
Yeah.
And it would really inspire us as young kids. And one day, I just decided, Lord, Dad, I want to play the guitar. And then I was about 9 or 10 years old, and he, that very next Christmas, got me my first guitar and showed me my first chords, and the rest is history. I've been playing ever since, and pretty much he's taught us everything that we know as far as life outside of music.
Yeah, he got you the guitar, and he
Yeah.
got me keyboard.
Yeah.
So I didn't have nobody that showed me how to play keys, really, because we're a guitar family. You know, both of our grandfathers played guitar, and uncles on both sides of the family played guitar, bass. So yeah, got me the keyboards, and I really didn't do too much. You know, it was 15 drummers waiting to play at church, so every now and then I sneak on the drums. But like Jerry was saying, you know, Pop he was a great father. You know, what got me on the bass was I seen his bass sitting in the corner, his old P bass. It was an Electra, and had 3 strings on it. And I was like, Dad, what does the bass need? And he said, son, it just needs strings, that's it. And Jerry, if he remembers, he tuned those 3 strings. And I was playing on those 3 strings, and Jerry went and bought me a pack of strings and put them on, wrote out this fingering chart, made me learn my notes, and that's how I started playing bass. But yeah, growing up, our father was always there. He was always there, 100%. Like I said, taught us everything we know, riding bikes. And one thing I appreciate about my father was that, you know, growing up late 70s, early 80s, in the church had that, you know, organizational rules and a little bit of legalism. So a lot of them didn't believe in going to their kids' sporting events and swimming and all that. My dad said, I'm going to raise my boys the way God has given me to raise them. So like swimming, riding bikes, you know, sporting events. I mean, he was there 100%.
Yeah, he pretty much took all of the negatives from his childhood and turned them into positives for our childhood.
Yeah.
And some of the things that he missed out on, he made it his business to give it to us. And for that, we're forever eternally grateful to have a father that would take out time, ride bikes with us, swim with us, and just do things that fathers don't always get a chance to do because they're working, because they're preaching, and we were able to experience that, and for that I am totally grateful.
Yeah, 100%. And Dad was the type of dad that showed you respect, not only demanded respect, but he showed us respect, showed us love. You know, he was a military and a preacher, so there was a level of discipline. You know, every summer, every summer we hear the kids outside playing. 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, we're busting floors, mopping, sweeping, cleaning bathrooms, cleaning toilets, and that was like every day during the summer. He's like, y'all gotta get this done before y'all go anywhere. So it's like, man, we sweeping the same floor we swept yesterday, Pop. Come on now. But that taught us discipline, and like I said, he showed us love and respect. He talked with us. You know, he shared with us.
Yeah.
We thought Dad was Superman growing up, but he allowed us to see Clark Kent as we got a little older. He would say, one of his sayings was, I'm a meat man just like you, meaning I'm flesh and blood just like you. And it allowed other people to see, like, other guys were drawn to my father. You know, it would be a gang of kids at our house simply because they were loving that togetherness, that family togetherness. And we thank God for Mom too. You know, 100% our parents were there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're just grateful that my father also was one of the best listeners. He always listened, and he did not interject until he saw a good opportunity to give advice or to, give you a good Q&A session. And that, that goes without saying that people need to learn to listen in some ways. And he was just that good of a listener, and then also gave us good reactions and good replies to everything that we needed. And even if he didn't know what we was talking about, he made us feel like it.
Right. Yeah, so this is our first Father's Day without Dad. You know, it's going to be tough, but we're grateful for the years. As his testimony, he was diagnosed with congestive heart failure in 1990, and they thought he was going to die. They didn't think he was going to even make it that day, and God allowed him to live. He lived all the way up to 2000, and in 2000 he had a heart transplant. And the doctors were saying that the transplant would buy him 7 or 8 years of good life, good health, but he lived 20 years with that heart transplant. So we're grateful for the time that God extended our Father to us. It's going to be tough without him, but it's important for people to know that there are good fathers out there. You know, Father's Day has this stigma, you know, and people need to know that fathers are needed. Fathers are very needed, especially in this world, the way the world is. Young men need their dads. They need their dads. They need their dad to be present, not just there, not giving them a tablet or a cell phone and going on to their rooms, but they need their dad there, and we're so grateful. So grateful.
George Jackson.
Yeah.
Legacy.
of my heart.